Welcome to Manifestation Mondays with Marcy. I'm your host, Marcy Newman, back again for another week of diving deeper yet into the practices of manifestation that will help to really um, blast your manifestations out into the cosmos with a very fast return. So, I mean, that's really the point, isn't it? We want things to happen in the speed of light. Well, we have to use a lot of light to give them that powerful trajectory. So, today we're talking about regret. And the reason I chose this topic is because one of the things that I'm noticing is that very often people have, oh my gosh, a whole litany of regrets about their lives and how difficult it is to let them go, particularly those that seem to have a very strong, powerful hold on you. And what do I mean by regret? I'm essentially saying anything that has you wishing that you had done something else and had gotten a different result. Now, you might be saying, well, Marcy, this is crazy. I don't think there's anybody in the world who doesn't have regrets. And yet, I want you to know that the letting go of your regrets is one of the most important things that you can do on a number of levels. Number one, the energy of regret itself is a very dense energy, it acts like cement. So imagine that you're trying to create this new life or even just live the life that you have. And you're wearing these cement shoes, and then you wonder why you can't move forwards or why it's just so clunky. Well, the reason for that is that regret is so dense that it keeps you in your past, so, of course, you can't go forward. Regret has you looking backwards all the time. What did I do? What didn't I do? What did I do wrong? What could I have said? How could I have been different? Could I have changed myself? I mean, there's a whole long list of questions that will absolutely torment you when it comes to regrets. And so every time you allow that energy to become activated in your field, you are willingly stepping into quicksand. You will dive downward so quickly you won't know what hit you. And you'll find yourself even gasping for air. And this does happen, by the way, because what regret does is it creates so much stress within us that we are moving into shallow breathing rather than deep breathing. And when we maintain this shallow breathing and we're not getting the oxygen that we need, we start to breathe more rapidly, thinking, well, that will help. So if you ever find yourself gulping breath, if you ever find yourself feeling like your chest is being compressed and you cannot take a deep breath, I'm going to invite you to sort of rewind for a second and take a look at what you were thinking about 10, 15 minutes before that. Where were you putting your attention, your energy? If it was into regret, you've got your answer. That's how insidious this energy is. So when we are stuck in this system, this pattern of regret over and over and over again, we can't get anywhere. So the question is, how do we move forward? It's an excellent question. And in fact, it's one that I want to really give you some suggestions because this is what is so essential for every single person to learn. When it comes to regret, the one thing that's really valuable is to simply accept that that regret is not coming up from your heart. It's coming from your head. Your heart has no regrets. Your heart lives in the now. Excuse me, it lives in the now. It is in the creative process. So anytime you find yourself stuck in the muck of that regret, I want you to know it's the work of the ego, the work of the ego whose sole purpose is to prevent you from moving forward because it's so fearful that, well, something might happen to you. Doesn't recognize how wise you've become from your own life experiences. So that's number one. You must accept that this is not coming from your heart, it's not coming from truth. You're not meant to live in the past. You're meant to be in your heart so that you stay in the present. So, anytime that you find yourself in that god awful hamster wheel of regret, and trust me, I know I have been there way too many times, it's a call for you to come back to your heart and to let go of your belief. This is a big one, that anything is other than perfect. It might be shocking to you, particularly if your regrets are connected to relationships where perhaps you lost someone you loved. I know this. I know this pattern. And I know how corrosive it is to our sense of self. So you're meant to move on by letting go of the notion that it was anything other than perfect. You might be saying, how could it have been perfect if I hurt that person or the relationship ended because of what I said or did or didn't do, or I couldn't be enough? Again, any messages of that sort are coming from the ego. And so, what we need to accept also is in the perfection of all things, is that we don't know what the real effects of that experience is or was. We see it through the eyes of regret. We're not seeing it through the eyes of the heart. So we don't know the truth about it. And only when you come into your heart will you ever start to see the truth about it. Because when we come into the heart, we start to see things in a different frequency where there's more light. So what we need to see will be illuminated. And so what's happened is that energy of regret has clouded your view, creates all kinds of confusion and misunderstandings. So, in order to swim through it, get the clarity that you need, you must come back to your heart and work on raising your vibrational frequency so you can access more light, illuminate your path right where you are, and start to see yourself as you truly are, as well as all of your potential. And potential is what you need to tap into in order to manifest your dreams into coming true, coming to life. So, this is really, really very important. And I'm inviting you to start to create this awareness about how often you step into that regret and make a decision to choose otherwise. Choose to come back to your heart. Choose to create that intimacy within you where you know that the truth of who you are is alive and well, and you can rely on that to provide that lighted path for you to move forward. And of course, your manifestations to come to life as they come to light. So, with that, of course, I want to leave an affirmation with you today. And that affirmation is really quite simple. I am. I am the truth of all that I am. I am the light of the world, and my path is illuminated. That is my truth. So I'll leave you with that. It's been an incredible time to share this with you because I know how confusing regret is, and that when we come into these times of such great challenge, we may find ourselves wallowing in it. And so I want you to know that all is well and all will be well. Stay in your heart. So much love to you. Of course, I'm the Heart Shift Coach, and I look forward to seeing you back here again next week. And also remember, the last Tuesday of every single month is a live workshop where you have full access to me. You can ask me your questions, talk about the issues that you're having with your manifestations and cultivating a self-love lifestyle. We're in this together. I want to be here for you to support you and, of course, to help you to move forward. So please look for the link below. It's your registration link, and I will be thrilled to have you with me. In the meantime, if this video has resonated with you, please like it, leave your comments, and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. And please share it with your friends and your family. As I said, we're all in this together, and we're all learning from each other as we share our experiences. And that's what we'll be doing in the live workshop. So I look forward to seeing you there. Bye-bye.